So all I can really say is an awful lot of people have had an awful lot of fun, and it's all been at my expense. So there's two ways of looking at the debacle with our webpage. It is going to cost us a few quid to put it right. It's going to be an absolute pain in the arse. But in some ways it could have been worse. Our domain name wasn't renewed, and it went back on the market on the 27th of last month. And the same day it was snapped up by this Thai mature women site thing. But it's bad. I mean, look, I won't take anything away from it. It's bad. I do not want people. I've got thousands and thousands of business cards out there with our old webpage on, and if somebody picks up one of my old cards and goes look on the page, they're not going to find us. They're going to find that, and hopefully they're going to come straight back out of it. But in some ways it could have been worse, because if a competing tree surgery company in the local area had actually taken it instead. Time it. I ain't gone yet.
Where are you?
In the yard. I'm just about to go and get this battery.
All right, come back at the house quickly, please.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Hold that thought. Right, I'll start that again. Us losing our webpage to a Thai mature women's site, we'll say no more than that, has been a right royal pain in the ass, and it's going to cost us a lot of money to put right, because I'm going to have all my business cards reprinted. All our sign writing's got to be redone, our letterheads have all got to be redone, everything's got to be redone. I can't do anything about the existing cards that are out there with our old webpage on it. I can't protect everybody, apart from using social media to warn folks that if they go and look at our webpage, they're going to find something they shouldn't. And from what I can understand, with the chatter going backwards and forwards on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms that I'm on, the webpage has had more visits in the last few days than it probably has in the last 6 months, which just goes to show there's a... Yeah, okay. But yes, losing the webpage to a adult site is bad. But in some ways it could have been worse. If we could have lost our webpage to a competing tree company local to us, we used to get quite a lot of work through our webpage. People would inquire through the webpage, and if those inquirers were going to another tree surgery company, it would have had a proper knock-on effect on our business and income. I mean, I'm not saying that mature women with their clothes off isn't going to have an impact on... We're going to lose business for this. It's undoubtedly people are who don't follow social media, who don't know what's going to go on, are going to look at our webpage and they're going to click on the first page. He's either going to carry on and looking through there and saying, yeah, I'm just trying to find someone to trim the bush, darling, don't worry. Or she's going to go, I'm not going near him. And I can't blame him. So yes, it's going to have a knock-on effect to our business. We need to find out what went wrong. So I've emailed our domain keeper, so the company that looks as a biggish company that looks after our domain name. They claim that the money wasn't received to renew the domain name. Mrs. P's checked all our direct debits; they've all gone. So where have they gone? What's gone wrong? I'm not going to start naming names or shouting or whatever else, because there may be an error on our side that I don't know about, something we've done wrong, typed in a wrong number, or money's been going into a wrong account, or something, or maybe a cock up at their end. But it's going to cost us. So yes, I've had a lot of ribbing over the weekend from friends, family, some of you guys. A lot of people have had a lot of fun. I mean, it is, from the outside, it is quite funny. It's a pain in the ass, but there's no point. If I get upset and start shouting and screaming or whatever, it's not going to cure it. The domain name is gone. There's nothing I can do about it. It is gone. The only thing I can do is have a new domain name attached to our webpage and start again. That's pretty much all I can do. Now, I typed in our new domain name because I actually put it on our Facebook page. I took the old one off and put the new one on that was coming up. Although the new one wasn't actually live, I put the new one on, and it appears that Facebook diverted, shall we say, because the new page address wasn't live. I'm assuming it was Facebook or something diverted folks from that to the old page, so folks were still getting it. And last night I actually typed the new address. I've taken it off now. I've taken it off everywhere until this is sorted out. I typed the new address into the bar at the top, and it still came up with the same site. So I've emailed our domain keepers this morning and said, please sort this out. So yes, it's funny. No, it's not funny. It's one of those things. It needs to be sorted out. It'd be funny if it only lasts a couple of days. If it lasts weeks, months or years, then it's no longer funny. Then it's serious. So, right. Anyway, I thought I'd get that out of the way. So, yes, I'm taking it on the chin because I have to. But we are investigating into what went wrong. And if I find that a third party has cocked up, then I will be seeking some compensation for expenses, lost income, potential lost income, all that sort of stuff. So hence the reason, no naming names or anything at the moment. It's just a case of this is going to cost somebody a lot of money. It's going to be me or it's going to be them. I hope it's not me. Right, I'm off on a mission now to our motor mechanic. He doesn't know I'm coming, but I'm going to go and see him and ask him very nicely if he's got any half decent used batteries there, because our dogs have started jumping over fences again after rabbits and stuff like that. We had the ferreters down the other day, and Pepper and Pickle were going over the gates to go down and be with the ferreters. Like I said to the ferreters, that's okay for them. They probably enjoyed the dog's company. But the problem I got is we have people walking down our footpaths. So if our dogs decide to jump over the fence and join somebody on their walk, and they end up in Charfield or Cromwell or Rangebury or something like that, they're gone. They'll be gone. And we're rather fond of our dogs. We don't want them gone. So unfortunately, I've got to put our deterrents back up. Now, the battery we got off of our engine last time didn't last an awful long time, and while I was cleaning the barn out Friday, I accidentally ran over it with a skid steer. So it's absolutely knackered. It will not work. So that's my mission first thing this morning, is to sort out the electric fence around the garden for the dogs, and then if it stays dry today, you're going to see me dig another hole. I know, contain your excitement. I know it's exciting, but I may dig a hole again, because I've got nothing better to do. Yeah. On top of that, I'm also hoping that Tim and Chris are coming in today to maybe put some more concrete panels up today or tomorrow, and maybe get our feed barriers put up as well. I want to have a chat with Tim because I think we may make a couple of alterations around as well that may need his welder a bit, a lot. So Anyway, watch this space. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, so mission successful. Got a battery. Got ribbed even more by the guys in the garage because of our web page. I got a funny feeling that I'm gonna be getting this in the neck or whatever else for weeks and weeks. But yeah, a lot of laughter, a lot of pointing. But like I said, what can I do? There's nothing I can do about it. It's done. Right, please don't just park that in the middle there. Don't do that. Just go forward a little bit and get round you. God. Alright, home, electrocute some dogs. Come on, Jim. Right, charger. Right, I can go on and cook for an hour. I'm going to see if I can remember where I put the fencer. It doesn't work if it gets sorted out. Right, that's going to have to do for now, because I need to go out. Only the builders are here, and if no one's around, those pups will be over the fence again. There. Then go over there. That can go in there. Right then. Live. Neutral. On. Right. Now jump out, you little buggers. See if I can change their mind. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20 yards. So, although I knew that because it's 4 15-foot bays, but you never know. So we want 20 yards of 110mm drawing. The idea is I'm going to put a pipe down here and connect it into that fella there, which means I need a 90 degree and then a 90 degree with a straight, which I think we've got. I'll just double check in the bag. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. I probably want that as well. So there's a 90 and one of those. So that's going to go into there like that and down ish. Is that going to reach right in there? It's going to be tight, but I'm going to have to dig this out again just to get down to the bottom of this fella. But that should be okay. Those two. Right. pipe. I've got some lengths of pipe in there, but that's already got a job up there. Thing is, I can't finish putting that trench across up there until I finish this. So I've got two short pieces. What else is in the bag? Another 90 and 15. Right, let's go and get some pipe. Come on, you. Let's go. Thank you. Right, that's Mrs. P and I are back from Cullimores. Day's kind of caught me out a little bit. It's all of a sudden gone dark, and the guys have just got left to go home. So I didn't realise how late it was. I can't remember how much of this I've already filmed to let you know what I was going to do, but basically I wanted to pick up the water that was coming in the barn on this end and then running down from the middle. So I had a spare gully drain. I thought I'd put it in. So that's what we did earlier. Dug that out carefully because there's a power cable down there. Set the bottom of the gully in concrete, so literally it's just the bottom I've set in, and this is just what we call a dry mix in here. I'm going to finish that off. I don't know if it's worth doing it tonight, to be honest. By the time I've mixed up a few loads, probably won't get it finished. Let's use the lights. We got a dry week. Maybe I'll just do this tomorrow. Let this dry mix go off a bit, and then I can finish fitting the cast iron gully cover over the top of this. Mix up the rest of my cement or concrete. I've been and fetched the aggregate. Mrs. P came with me earlier for the ride out. She was very unhappy. I left her on the weighbridge and took the keys out of Land Rover, and the dog fluffed, and she's been eating, I would say, something rabbit based, because it stank like rabbit guts. So from both ends. Yeah, right. So yeah, so 110mm pipe is already in. Haven't got a massive fall on this. There is a fall. The bubble is about halfway over the line, most of the way down. So down as far as here, and that'll be the second part of the job, is connecting this end up into that 110mm there. That's what I wanted, the 90° and the joiner, so that when we finally do the gutter, the whole lot will join together. So although water will be sluggish coming down through here, once it gets to this point, the gutter will speed it all up. I promise. So, but there should be enough weight of water at that end to push this down here, and even if there isn't, just occasionally we get a good storm, I reckon that'll push that through, and failing that, I can rod it, or pressure wash down there or something. We can keep it. The whole idea is to keep this dry, because no Tim delay, I'm afraid. You may have noticed. This has got to be packed down, built up. So I'm literally going to deliberately build this area up this year, just in front of the feed barriers, so I can put a bale up there, and they can feed from in there, but it's all out here. Yeah, it was supposed to be the other way around. The feed was supposed to be on that side of the barrier, and the cows this side, which is why I didn't bother too much with this rainwater, because it was only a bit going through occasionally. Didn't matter if they got their front feet wet a bit occasionally, but getting their food wet, no, that wasn't on. That wasn't on. So yeah, push came to shove. Right, okay, so yeah, so I think I've just made the executive decision. I'm going to finish concreting that fella in tomorrow. I can put that lid on, finish it all off, And then the final job here will be just to shape up this bit of yard here, that any water coming down here will go down there and not in here, I hope. So the gully I've put over there, far enough away from the cattle that if ever we do have livestock in here, that should not pick up anything other than rainwater. Because I'm going to have all the ground deliberately sloping that way anyhow. No gullies down there at the end of the barn. There is one further on down, but that's only catching the rainwater for the minute that's coming off the yards. I'm pretty sure that once we've got the gutters connected up here, we'll have nowhere near as much water running down the yard. Contamination will be an absolute minimum. That's the plan. Okay, so there you are. So all day I've spent pretty much just to do that, amongst other things. So the build, okay, there is some progress in the build. I'll go up now, put some lights on, and I'll show you what the guys have done. I've not disturbed them because there have been 3 fellas in there. They're all falling over each other, and they didn't need me getting in the way, apart from when I was bringing in toast or coffee. That was okay. The rest of the time, just get out of the way. Right, that's okay in there. Not supposed to rain tonight anyway. That'll be right there. That's okay there. Take the keys out of that. I'll put the digger in. Yeah, and then we'll go up. All right. I will, if you don't mind, and I know you don't mind, I'll just shut my poultry in first. And maybe go and get a barrel of the logs up too. So, doesn't matter because that's all indoors. I've got to put lights on anyway, so yeah, I'll see you in there when I've done this. I know my place. Yes, my old office is a bit of a mess. Anyway, granny flat. We're almost there. We've got a few more reveals to do, I think. A bit more finishing around the door frame. I think there's a couple of window and other frame reveals to be finished, but we are almost, there's an echo in here now. We are getting there. So, ceilings are all pink. So, kitchenette, lounge area, the wet room, so that's where the shower unit's going, WC, sink, blah blah blah. The blue coloured plasterboard, well it's that colour because it's water resistant, unlike the grey stuff, which is not. So, yeah, we are definitely getting there. Not much light in here, so this will be the bedroom. Again, ceiling's pink, all the walls are kind of done, door reveal needs to be done, both sides are there, don't know if you can see that or not, and the little window now shows up. So originally in the electrics we were going to have a emergency light put up there. Basically it's a light like an emergency exit light, a light that comes on automatically if the power goes out. But the electrician said, well, no, that's not the prettiest thing in the world. He said, why don't you get, he said, there's a light we use in nursing homes, does exactly the same thing, but it is the main light, which will go up there as a dome light. He says it does exactly the same job. It comes on and off as a normal light does, but if the power goes off, this light comes on and it'll light up for 3 hours. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're going to put one in here, and we're also going to put one in the lounge. So this is kind of this light won't get used very much. This would be sort of, if you just want a bit of extra light in the room, it's going to be really sort of lamps, wall lights, a bit more subtle lighting in this area, whereas over there we've got to drill 8 holes in the ceiling over there. I'm really hoping Jensen knows exactly where they are. Apparently it's sparky magic. So 8 holes to go in the ceilings over there, and there's going to be 8 downlighters. So the kitchen area is going to be quite well lit, I think. So that socket up there might seem strange that way, but basically we've put that on there. That's a fused spur which will feed to outside, and the idea being there is later on, maybe next summer, we're going to have one of these retractable like patio canopies that goes out over there. So if it gets warm or whatever in the summer, it's a remote control thing, I think, that she can literally just have the canopy go over the bit of patio area over there, give her a bit more shade in there if she wants. She'll have the aircon as well. Just helps her control the temperature and sunshine entering the room. Yeah, for the future, we won't be doing that straight away. But yeah, that's kind of the progress in here so far. With the walls plasterboarded, it suddenly feels a bit bigger. I think once they're skimmed over and it goes dark again, it'll feel smaller, and then once it's painted, it'll go back bigger again, I think. So yeah, plenty of power points, because this is where the TV and all the entertainment and everything else goes in that corner. So power points there, power points there, power points over there. We've got power points everywhere. So right, that kind of brings you up to speed. Now I'm going to go and take the battery out of this, take the SD card out, download it, and get ready to edit it for tomorrow. So on that note, thank you for joining us. Bit of a strange day today, not really recorded an awful lot, hopefully enough to keep you guys entertained and up to speed. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Take it steady. Cheers.